Here we go again, another video. This time I wanted to show off something I'm making and I'm working on as a smaller piece of a larger project. It will be on a separate channel, but I'll let you guys all know about that when it's time to release it. But I'm basically working at this point on two different channels. This one will keep for like smaller stuff. I want to hop on here with a couple times a week, maybe hopefully more often, with just some news and some random content, always about tech. But this will be part of a bigger channel and something that's way more produced and not so much just rambling like me all the time here, okay? So that's gonna be way better quality. So let's take a look at what we have today. I made this thing called PopSim. I don't know, the name doesn't really matter. It's population simulator, but it's 150 people in a city. It's just very simple logical pieces set up into a larger sandbox where we can kind of see interesting things happening just because there's some rules that are set in place. This whole thing is built with just CSS, JavaScript, HTML. It's entirely native in the browser. You can run it at home. The link is in the description for the public Git repository. Let me go through what this thing does and what the rules are, okay? So we basically can generate a new city at random. The generation, there's different colors here. The green squares here are addresses. They're like homes, right? Where people live. The blue ones are businesses. That's where people work. And then this yellow color is a food place, so any kind of eatery. And then the purple thing is a leisure place, so any type of bar or bowling alley or whatever. At any generation, we get just random names for these and random addresses for these houses. So like all we see is 967 Valley, 828 Thistle, or Thistle, and so just so they have some names so we can like kind of correlate and see this in the data. And of course, the other gray color is the roads, right? These roads. And so what happens is I've set up all these rules that are very loose, but every simulation, 150 agents, what I call them agents, spawn at random houses. When they spawn, they pick a favorite food place, which is not known to, like it's not displayed, but they just kind of randomly pick a favorite food spot. They go to work to, again, a random work spot. They have a couple things can happen. Either they stay at work and they take a lunch break and they go back to work, but they stay there at lunch, or they can order delivery, in which case a delivery driver spawns at one of the eateries, which is the yellow tile. And then when the delivery is done, the delivery driver goes back to the eatery, and then there you go. When someone finishes, they can also leave at lunch to an eatery themselves, so not order delivery, but they can choose to leave. And then after they're done with their work, which is also, some people work 6 hours, some people work 12 hours. There's a really big gap in window, and I made it very loose on purpose to, there's all kinds of people and shifts and everything out there. But really some of the important rules are just that you have to be in bed and sleeping by midnight. Also, if you have a black dot, that means that the person is asleep, and a white dot is when they're awake. So that's basically, you could see all this down here, by the way. The colors are displayed down here. So when you press start simulation, it will start a 3-minute cycle. But you can also just click, after that, a couple more buttons up here, and you can just click complete simulation. In this first one, I wanted to run this out and kind of talk about it as we go, but then I'll show you what the other things do. So let's go. We can generate some more cities. And by the way, you can notice that all the houses are on the outskirts and all the businesses are always kind of zoned in, to the center. And I did this on purpose as well, because this is how zoning works, right? Like businesses are always kind of clumped together. So this kind of makes it more realistic in many ways. So let's start one of these. Let's just start this one. So in world time, we could see this is midnight. Right now, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning already. Everybody's still asleep. All of these dots spawned in. Maybe if I zoom in a little for this part, we can see better. And then now we can start, maybe it's like 2:30, 2:45. This is still pretty early, 3 in the morning. Nobody's awake yet, but we're gonna see people waking up slowly. And as we go, here's our first person awake that I saw, maybe, is right here. And if I click on a dot, it will show me a number. I gave them just a number from 0 or 1 to 150. Oh, and some people are already leaving to work. So now we could see, I could pause the simulation, and now we also see their route as they're on the route, so we could see where they're going. This is just a helper for us to see. It won't matter in the data, but I thought that would be a neat thing. And now you could see, you can either resume the simulation or complete now, but I'm gonna zoom out. I just wanted to see this a little bit zoomed in. So this is already, it's 7 o'clock, it's past 7, people are at work. Maybe these guys that are coming now, they're starting at 8, and then people starting at 8:30, starting at 9. But pretty much by, let's see, maybe by 10, we'll get everybody to work. Yep, pretty much. So we already see some of these delivery drivers appearing as well. So they spawn from a house. Right now I can't click on them, but they spawn from an eatery. They spend some time at the place. Oh, I missed it. But they share a tile for 10 minutes. It's like 8 to 12 minutes. I gave it, again, a little bit of, difference. How much more time do you need to drop something off? But you can see the 2 dots in the same tile, kind of like down here. These 2 dots are on the same tile, and they're sharing a tile. So now the delivery is pretty much, it's still going on. People are delivering food. We can see that there was 39 deliveries ordered today. And some of these people also, for lunch, they're leaving their job to go to an eatery, and see, like this guy, he's going to eat or coming back actually from eating. So this is the kind of like little ants, right? Like going around like little ants. And now everybody's pretty much back to work, most people, right? Maybe people are taking late lunch, and some people are already starting out to go home, right? Now there's some more rules that I set up. Once an agent gets home, they have a chance that they go to do a leisure activity. They also have a chance that they go to another house, and which I just called friend's house. And so they can spend a completely random amount of time in both. The only rule is that they have to be home in time to, like, even with the routing, we have to get home before midnight and go to sleep. So usually people get home way earlier than that, by 11, like everybody's home. So let's keep this up. This is 3:30. Let's click off this guy. And now we're seeing most of the people are just leaving work and they're going home. Now you will see that some people, this guy was already at a friend's house. So he already got home. He already left to a friend's house. He might go back home and go out for leisure. So we see these tiny little dots. Now all these people are having some leisure time right now. Let's see, here's a friend activity. But it's already 8 o'clock. People are starting to go home. Some people are asleep. Look at all these black dots coming up. So by 9 o'clock, a lot of people are sleeping. About half, it looks like. And here you go, by 10, a lot more. And then here we have our night owls. Yeah, by like 10:30, the last person already, arrived at home. So here we go. This completes the first simulation. Let's see what else is in what other features that I put in here so far. So after we get the simulation done, we could see that a replay button shows up. And this, I'm going to fix this. Complete now shouldn't show up now. Nothing else should show up. But now we also have something else, something neat down here, which is agent activity log. And this is a big table that opens up, and you can see each agent, 150. I guess I did start with 0. And we can drill down into it. If we click the number, then we'll see that agent's activity that day. We won't see the delivery activity, I think. But it's okay. We just see the agent's movement that day. And we also see the time spent at each location, and here's the location itself, right? So here's the wake up time, 6 o'clock. Wow, the guy's punctually waking up at 6. He spent an hour and 4 minutes at home at 170 Oak. Then he left home at 7:04, took 43 minutes to travel, and then arrived at work at 7:47. This to me seems like this guy's probably punctual, and he likes to be early. So he's, that's good. That's good. How much you can deduce, how much you can just kind of just look at this much data. And this is like ancient. We've been tracked like this ancient times ago, right? But just your geolocation and the time stamp of that can help someone who's looking at that. Let's say, we're pretending somebody's just looking at that, but this is of course algorithms by now and machine learning and all that. But just 7:47 tells me this guy is punctual. And these are just dots on the screen, right? Then he ordered delivery 10:57. Delivery arrived at 11:30. Took 8 minutes. Then he ate for 8 minutes, 15 minutes. Now this is not adding up. But then returned to work at 11:53. Spent 4 hours, almost 5 more hours. Then left work. Arrived at home at 6:20. Then he left for a friend's home. Traveled 16 minutes. He arrived at the friend's home, and so he spent an hour and 8 minutes at his friend's house. And then he went back in 16 minutes again, and then he spent an hour and 20 minutes at home before he passed out. Went to sleep at 8:37. All right? That's our first person. But then we have also some travel details, because as they go out and about, it was just like a first idea. I think I might expand this into more stuff. But how many times have you passed an eatery, and so this guy went home, went to work, went home again, went to work again. So he passed by Golden Eatery 10 times. And all of these businesses that you can see that he passed by. Now we can see, let's look at another guy. This one, wake up, left home, arrived at work, left work. So he spent 7 hours, 35 minutes at work. Maybe we can see, maybe he ate at work, he bought lunch because his work offers that. Or maybe he brought lunch from home. And if he's bringing lunch from home, is he a single guy or is he married? Is he, I don't know, leaving work, arriving home, then left home, went to have some leisure. 56 minutes at Silver Bowling Alley. So this guy's a bowler. And then went home, chilled for an hour and 43 minutes and went to sleep. We could even right now, I mean, we all can understand that our phones know when we wake up and go to sleep exactly. I mean, the moment a little bit of sound happens or like your phone moves, definite clear signal that even the way that it moves, right? I move my phone just this, like this, or I move my phone like this to my face and then I start being on my phone. It's a clear signal that you're awake, right? So just timestamping that with a location that you're awake can complete this little bit of a puzzle or this picture, right? Oh, this guy is even simpler. Just went home, wake up, left home, arrived at work, left work, arrived home, went to sleep. Okay, not too much excitement. This guy ordered delivery. And then we could see their movements. See, look at this. So he left from his house. This is where he works, and then he took a different route home. So that's it. This was the kind of little bit of a show and tell. Hopefully it's short enough. Yep, it's a short enough video, and you guys can find this on my GitHub. If you want to fork it, add to it, play with it, you know, whatever you want to do with it, it's fine. And I thought it would be a great tool to just help visualize just with very basic dots. And this is just like, this is where we were like 20 years ago or even longer. How much information can you really get out of just, you know, people having just a tracker device on them, right? So that's it. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. I wanted to also end with a little bit of a montage on what I cut out of these videos. These are the things that I cut out. Here's the montage. So I'm here to anything, and and also and I just got home again, and it is bare or and thanks for watching. Love ya. Peace.